let me just map this out like a little bit. Are they in a boat that is in a bowl of soup?
Yep.
Okay. I thought they were like hot tubbing it in a bowl of soup that's on a body of water. Bro, after a long day at the office, it's just so nice to slip into a hot bowl of minestrone. Hey there, welcome to Character Select. I'm Brooks. I'm a character designer. What we're about to do for you is make you a video game character on the spot. I have 3 ideas. The person sitting across from me has 3 ideas. We don't know what they are.
Yeah, he does.
And it's gonna be pretty great. Person sitting across from me
Doesn't think it's going to be great.
What's
It'll
up?
probably end up being awful.
What's
We'll
up,
see.
Marf Morabifo?
Marf Morabifo?
Yeah,
Wow.
I told you I was gonna do
Marf.
that ahead of time. How you doing?
Good. I'm doing great.
Welcome back to the show.
Yeah. Thanks for having me back. It's been so long.
Hey,
Okay.
This is our 7th episode, I think,
Okay.
in chronological order.
Right.
A little bit of housekeeping to do. Not because people have said anything about it, but because I've noticed it and it's bothering me.
Sure.
Ness does call his mom an Earthbound, and it's because he's getting homesick.
Oh.
Um,
Uh-oh.
and that like counteracts it a little bit.
Mm.
So that is something I remember. These things are difficult to like when you're on the spot, when you're
you
on the mic.
unintentionally create a ripoff
Yeah,
of
exactly.
a beloved character known quite widely.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's not ripping off. I just said that he calls his dad. Like,
Yeah.
I corrected myself. I had inhibitions.
Oh, I thought you were referring to our character calls.
I could
mom.
care less.
Okay.
Yeah, no. Second thing is that it was Neversoft and not NC Soft that made Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Oh, maybe
People
we
are-
should make sure people know that this is a casual podcast.
We should let people know that we are not try-harding, like, at the edge of our seats.
Be even more chill about it.
One last thing, Mark.
Uh-huh.
So far, all but one of our characters has an S starting part of their name. So we've got Scoots, Sir Hammy, Slug Whisperer. Now, Dr. Harmless is the only exception there.
Uh-huh.
Then we have Shoeless Shirley and Sophie and the Star Skipper. There's like 17 S's in that. So if we could avoid that.
And it's not very Lisp friendly either.
It's not.
I'm not sure how I let this happen.
Dude, I only knew that you had a lisp after you told me about it. Like, I've known you probably like, 5 years or so? And
I guess it's more apparent to me.
maybe
I've just been at it forever.
I first figured out that you had it maybe a year ago, and it was because you explicitly said you had a lisp.
Maybe I
So.
should stop telling people.
Exactly. Maybe you should stop naming your Twitter Lispy Bud. It's too late for that. No going back.
Okay.
Mark, you want to hit us with your first idea for our
Sure.
character today?
Yeah. Okay. Angry dad.
Aw. Poor guy. He has an angry dad?
Well,
Or is he an angry dad? So instead of like a sad story where it's an angry dad and you have to cope with it,
uh-huh.
there is like the kind of dad who's just righteously vindictive and like you're rooting for him. You know, I don't have a lot of money, but what I do have is a very angry dad attitude.
Sure.
Angry dad attitude.
Mm-hmm. Or it could be like a mama bear kind of thing where like, I got my kids with me. Don't try and cross me.
Yeah. Just paternal.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you hit me with your next idea?
My first card is
yeah.
soup-based combat.
Oh, no. Wow. Soup-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I have a sneaking suspicion that you don't know what this means either.
Let me
That's
just
not
do
cool,
it.
man.
Let me just do it like zip up my mouth motion.
Okay. Soup-based combat. Maybe they are tiny people and they are on a bowl of soup in a little boat and they're engaging in naval warfare and there's like little mushrooms floating in the soup and they live on it.
Wait a second.
Yep.
Let me just map this out like a little bit. Are they in a boat that is in a bowl of soup?
Yep.
Okay. I thought they were like hot tubbing it in a bowl of soup that's on a body of water. Bro, after a long day at the office, it's just so nice to slip into a hot bowl of minestrone.
Something tells me that wouldn't float too well.
I don't think so. I learned from the water displacement book
Mm-hmm.
that you'd have a bad time.
Soup-based combat.
Yeah.
Or our character, the angry dad, is a chef, and he makes soup. Maybe he's covertly like making special soups for people. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's too kind of like, oh, I've drugged you with my like food. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That's weird. Maybe it could also be kind of like a cooking game where you're just competing with another restaurant who's also soup based.
Yeah.
And because there's restaurants that are completely soup based, like Soup Time and stuff like that.
Love Soup Time.
And and so you could like try and come out with like outrageous soups, and you gotta outdo it, and your soups are both so good that the town becomes like soup obsessed, and it becomes like a big sport or something.
Yeah.
So many different ways. Which one do you like, or do you have one that you think is better?
I like it all. I'm actually just going to confess where I came up with this idea.
Okay.
We were like, it was while we were playing Overcooked.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking with my last idea. It was a little bit like Overcooked.
Yeah. And I mean, the super boring thing is like, he's like ladling out the soup and throwing it at people, but that's just dumb.
Yeah. I feel like we have a lot of characters where it's like the obvious kind of ridiculous attack.
They just use the thing as a throw.
Oh, cars? Maybe he throws cars at people.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare mock Sir Hammy right now. I am proud of that little baby.
Oh,
that's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I also just realized what you meant by like soup based. Like they're in like the naval warfare within a bowl of soup. That's so great.
That's purely like only exists because you say it's soup based though.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really add anything unless there's a monstrous human just like with a giant spoon.
Yeah.
And it's like a there I go saying like 20 times in a row again. Like ladling out soup, and it's a hazard.
Sure.
Or something.
I like the idea of two restaurants that are built like right next to each other, and just every night is Gordon Ramsay pitting people against each other.
Right.
The soup is raw. It's gazpacho. Chef Ramsay.
Gazpacho?
Gazpacho is a cold soup.
Oh.
Made with like emulsified, immersion blended. It's little bits of tomato, chilled tomato.
Wow.
With
Okay.
I first had it when I was super hungry at my great aunt's house as a kid, and I was very disappointed when it was not hot soup. I don't do well with cold versions of things like potato salad. Ugh.
Oh, well, more for me then. I really like potato salad. Yeah, I feel like I only know of 3 soups. Tomato soup, mushroom soup, and clam chowder, which is a chowder and not a soup.
I'm intrigued that you've been to Soup Time and can only name 3 soups. We're also like telling people where we live. Mark, you want to hit us with your second idea?
Yeah. Watch there only be a Soup Time, like in one town.
Yeah.
Okay. My second idea is catchphrases.
That's the idea, is catchphrases.
Mm-hmm. Or a thing they do.
I am intrigued by your second card, Mark, and instantly reject it. I'm using my blitz. I'm using my blitz for this block of episodes.
Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
You can kill it if you want.
I feel like so far we have a lot of the pieces, and we just it does take more ideas to maybe blend them all together. I don't know if that's so.
I have an idea of how it could work.
I mean, like Angry Dad with that's working on one half of a competing soup kitchen.
This is starting to make me think of like Bob's Burgers.
Oh yeah, burger of the day, but catchphrase.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you mean by that though. Like
Bob's Burger of the Day is usually a play on words.
Oh, okay.
So it could be a catchphrase, right?
Okay. Yeah, it could be a catchphrase. Maybe they're in charge of the kitchen and they have a vast array or memory of catchphrases and are always trying to pump up their crew, being like saying all these corny catchphrases, and that's the only way they communicate to their workers.
Sophie and the Star Skipper was inspirational quotes.
Oh no. And that was probably
It's
my
our last
idea,
episode, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I mean, it's like been a week or two for us.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's okay.
It has been 2 weeks. That was probably my idea too.
But it'd be cool to like maybe almost like a conductor
Mm-hmm.
in the front of the restaurant. Like the head chef is like a music conductor. I'm waving my hands like Mozart right now.
Yeah,
Like
very
flipping
convincing.
Beethoven up here.
Uh-huh.
And he's just spouting out catchphrases.
Sure. Okay.
Let's
See
table
what
it.
else happens.
Let's chill it with the gazpacho.
Okay.
My second idea is tragic front story.
Oh no! Wow. Does this mean I can't have a tragic backstory? Oh no. What does this mean? Does this mean the tragedy is currently happening? That's even sadder.
Or yet to happen.
Oh, tragic front story. Wow. I feel if we had a tragic backstory effect yet, we would just play that sound effect in reverse and it would sound awful.
Dude, the amount of like I appreciate the fact that you're respecting this absolutely terrible semblance of words I wrote.
Well, we gotta make it work.
I feel like the worst is yet to come, or they're the kind of character that's not experienced bad stuff yet, or they're about to be a very enraged dad experiencing something bad happening to their child for the first time. I don't know. That's dark.
That is dark.
Yeah.
Child gets like burned by soup. Okay, so
we're like 2/3 of the way through our cards and we have nothing, dude.
Okay. What if the tragic front story is him knowing that in the future his actions that he's doing right now is going to cause something bad, like say an oil company and global warming.
Yeah.
But he's so angry. He's so mad and he wants to beat his competition so much. He's making that sacrifice and he knows that there's a dark future ahead of him.
The inevitable. Ooh, that is like
so he's conflicted.
Man,
so
you just nailed the concept of a tragic front story to a T.
Nice.
I mean, it's something we just made up, but it's so plausible. So what terrible thing is going to happen? Maybe it's the fact that
they're using up something, some sort of natural resource.
Using up tomatoes.
Or maybe, what kind of like side effects do cooking? You get like cooking grease and that can clog up stuff? I don't know.
Maybe they're using up the last of the saffron in their soups.
Okay.
And like a medical advancement with saffron has made it so that like they're pulling life-saving medicine out of the hands of people. This is terrible. Man, I'm in a weird spot today.
So dark? Yeah.
I don't know. I rolled my ankle at basketball the other day and I'm just reminded of my own mortality. So I'm sorry.
Why are we here?
Why do we soup?
Okay. Huh. Wow. What could that be though?
We're on to something. We almost have what in other episodes was a fully fledged game character.
Man. Okay. So they're using up something. Is that some sort of constraint with the gameplay too, where you'll run out of something?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Like instead of a resource that builds up, it's just like every game you only have 20.
Oh no, that's so sad.
Yeah.
What if like it's just a constantly dwindling number and you're going through like these levels of a game and that number stays the same, keeps going down. You're like, am I going to finish this game? I don't know what's ahead of me. It's probably going to be awful.
So here's what it is. Like the health inspector's been to the restaurant. He's going to shut it down in the morning. This is our one last wild ride.
Oh, okay.
And you're just like, you're using all your back catalog of catchphrases, like all the things your sous chefs have enjoyed you saying over the years, because everyone just loves working at your soup restaurant. Everyone loves your soup, but you're getting shut down tomorrow, and you're the only one who knows.
And you're saying to the whole town, hey, we're open 24 hours on our last night, and we're going to outdo the other
restaurant next door.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because soup inspector's coming. And he's going to close you guys both down.
I love he's not a health inspector. He's a
because you're using all the saffron, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now how does our character translate into a multiplayer arena?
I thought this was just a Minecraft character. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. You want to hit us with a third idea before this gets too stale?
My final one special pants.
Chefs tend to wear like basically the food service version of scrubs. They're like always checkered pants and stuff.
That's true. Yeah. So why would he have special pants?
Because his kids made them for him.
Oh wow, that's cute.
And they got ripped. Now he's an angry dad.
I'm just picturing like he has like all these like patchwork pockets and there's like kids like hanging out of them. He's like shuffling around.
Now we can stay with you at work, Dad. Way to plant, Ann. Way to plant on your third idea.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's a real good one.
I don't mean to tear you down.
No, it's not a good one.
It's okay. Do you want my discarded idea
go ahead.
of it's me, your brother?
No, I don't want that.
Okay. I'm just kind of quickly trying to make special pants. What is... Maybe it just holds ladles. Well, okay, here's my last idea.
Okay.
And then maybe we can blend everything. We'll review everything and
Sure.
try and make sure everything made it into our terrible mess of a character.
Yeah.
Like falconry, but with pigs.
Okay. That's really specific.
Well, falcons land on your glove. You tell them to go do things. It's just like that, but with pigs.
Yeah, I get it.
Perhaps you need me to read the card again. Like falconry, but with pigs.
No, I think I got it. Obviously, the pig takes a running leap and lands on your arm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. And then you release it to go hunt mice and things.
Yeah.
With its super predator vision, just like a falcon.
Truffle
it brings
hunting.
Back.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, applying that to soup.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
That's why you're getting shut down.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's why they're getting shut down. Because of the soup inspector.
Right.
Coming to shut them down.
Health inspector, but I'm not going to correct you.
No, it's the soup inspector.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm. It's turned into this big of enough thing. And it's been getting so popular and it's been going on so long. Mr. Krabs and Plankton are like known all over the place for running their ads, ripping each other's restaurants.
Yeah.
And tonight's the final night because their questionable practice of pig falconry is going to come under review and there's no way it can possibly pass.
That's how they're retrieving the bowls from the dining room, is they're like just sending the pig off their arm. Go get the bowl, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Like, how could this even apply, though?
Our ideas are just
Not
like
good.
a beautiful patchwork pant. Like it's like beautiful patchwork pants.
I feel like it's falling apart at the seams here. We have something completely unrelated with the pig falconry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's why he wears special pants.
Yeah.
Because falconierists,
Mm-hmm.
wear the big gloves.
I think the correct term is falconieristicians.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay, so falconieristicians wear the big gloves to prevent the falcon's claws from ripping into their arm and scouring their bones.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So he wears special pants and they're thickened because the pig runs up and just grabs onto his leg.
They just tree hug his leg. Yeah.
Yep.
That's where you...
And that's where that fits in.
And he's got like 4 pigs at a time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
And so what are these pigs going to be doing? Retrieving bowls, getting supplies for the soup? Are they sneaky pigs?
Sneaky pigs is my new favorite phrase.
Sneaky pigs that sabotage the other guy's restaurant.
Yes. And also this is his catchphrase. It's like clever girl. It's like sneaky pigs. Sneaky pigs, Mark.
Uh-huh.
Sneaky pigs. Okay. I don't even know what it is. I just love it already. It's great.
And they're adorable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go sabotage a restaurant. Do you guys hear any?
It's not as it doesn't look as disturbing as it sounds.
Sneaky pigs?
No, you making that noise on the mic right now.
I was going to say sneaky pigs are adorable sounding.
Yeah. So I'm just picturing like these pigs, like these fat pigs, like squeezed under like the big like machinery and sinks of the other restaurant, and they're like scooting along and doing like espionage and stealing ingredients and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They steal ingredients.
Yeah.
Because their ingredients are in short supply, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe your character in this arena is like because that saffron number is constantly going down, like you have to send your pigs out to retrieve saffron other places on the map. But in doing so, like it's like a pig resource management because you have less pigs at your side in order to, attack the enemy and stuff.
Sure. So your gameplay is you play not the pig, but the angry dad.
Mm-hmm.
And he's really frustrated.
Sneaky pigs. Like the other restaurant owner also has pigs.
Yeah, they do.
So like he'll congratulate and compliment his pigs by saying sneaky pigs.
Yeah.
But then when he's sabotaged, he's like sneaky pigs.
Right. I was thinking like you'd get mad at the sabotaging pigs, saying sneaky pigs, and he had some sort of other phrase for his good pigs.
Right.
Even though it was like the same exact thing.
Well executed espionage.
Swine.
I'm not doing that joke again.
Okay. Right. So what would the gameplay be like? So you could tell your pigs to go get something. All right. So one comes back and you could say, get pickles or get, I don't know how many pickles.
Pickle soup. I can
get
tell you why you're getting shut down.
Soup ingredients. Or sabotage them because we're all set on ingredients.
We've got one angry commenter right now writing in all caps, potatoes, carrots, lentils.
These very obvious things I'm not thinking.
It's okay.
Okay. All right. Well, that's seems like a complicated game. He's angry because the soup inspector is basically stealing his livelihood, and he's got these kids.
Yeah,
and he needs to provide for them, and he used to be somebody, and now is last night to go out. So obviously he's angry. Takes care of our angry dad idea. Catchphrases, sure. Sneaky pigs. Waves fist angrily.
Yeah. At
the restaurant because he can't see them. Just notice things are gone. Like he'll look and like a bottle will fall over because it's gone already. And he has special pants because the pigs just like
need to latch on.
So
what are some specific gameplay movements and abilities that our character has?
Instead of people coming up placing orders, you know how like Jiro does sushi?
Yeah.
Or Jiro's Sushi or whatever that documentary is.
Yeah, Dreams of Sushi.
Right. Where you pay like $100 or something.
And he makes it for you.
Yeah, and you just sit there and he gives you some sushi, you eat it, and then he looks at you in your eyes.
Right.
And sees what he thinks you would want next. And he just serves you.
So circling back to the multiplayer arena that our game is.
Idea.
Yeah.
Oh man, there I go, backing crazy far away from the mic again, only to come up close.
Y'all good.
All right. I was just really excited. The street that these restaurants are on, they're across from each other.
Yeah.
The street isn't that big.
Right.
So you can hear what other people are ordering. So you can see their queue of orders.
Yeah.
And so if they have a lot of orders with a certain ingredient coming up, you could say, oh, I want that ingredient.
Nice.
Send the sneaky pig and sabotage. All of it is just management with these sneaky pigs. And I think if we make the pigs cute enough and adorable enough, people will not mind that it's a management game and continue to play it. Look at that pig go. Oh, he's so cute.
Everyone else is playing as like Sir Hammy and
right.
You know, you're just having a grand old time. You're just RTSing.
What do you think his name should be?
What I love about the word soup is that it starts with the letter S. And I really want to...
Here we go.
Gazpacho Vespucci.
Gazpacho Vespucci. There's a lot of S's in it too. But I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds legendary and historical. So
he was a real person.
Gazpacho
Vespucci. Yeah.
Neat.
Trainwreck achieved.
Nice. Wow.
Metaphorical high five across the desk.
I think this is the first show where I opened up in the intro with saying that the character would probably be bad. And it was
actually
really
happened.
Bad.
I'm so happy.
Okay.
It feels like an accomplishment.
Just imagine this big angry dad running around the kitchen and these pigs running everywhere and jumping on his legs. And then it's fun.
Then you're good.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So after we record this and before you hear it, I'll be illustrating Gazpacho Vespucci. I almost said Gestapo. That's not good. And Mark will be writing a bit of a summary. If you'd like to see those things, you can head over to Character Design Forge on YouTube if you're not there already, and you can see whatever comes about of this.
Okay. Thanks for listening to our train wreck.
I love our train wrecks. They're so great.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, everyone. As you watch the art time-lapse for Gazpacho Vespucci, here is the bio that Mark has written up. An impatient customer shifted their weight onto the counter, eyeing the wall behind the register. Accompanying the faces of dining celebrities and dollar bills with personal notes were a series of certificates. Completion of Anger Dadagement. Gazpacho Superi, Restaurant of the Year. Completion of Swine Valley Training Camp. All awarded to a Gazpacho Vespucci. The customer whistled incredulously at the red exclamations scrawled across the Anger Dadagement certificate, its edges torn and frayed. How'd this dad get so angry, they whispered under their breath. A blur of a chef almost immediately appeared at the counter. That lousy soup inspector wanted to shut us down because of my babies, he shouted generally at the customer. At that moment, a tiny piglet skittered through a tiny door, hopping onto Gazpacho's pant leg. Sneaky pig, he exclaimed, as he plucked the mushrooms out of the pig's fanny pack and expertly threw them into a boiling pot across the room. My soup is better than any of the watered-down tomato water you'll find across the street, Gazpacho muttered, his angered countenance quickly turning melancholy. Enjoy this, he implored earnestly of the customer, handing them their meal. One last night, he whispered, patting a piglet's head. One final soup for me.